This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal, and today is Saturday, December 15th, 2021. The title of this rant is, Will the Proletariat Rise Again? Unions now, unions forever. So that's a take from George Wallace, who in 1962 stood on the doorstep of the University of Alabama, not wanting to let the National Guard in. He knew he had no power over that. The National Guard was sent in by John Kennedy to integrate the University of Alabama. And basically it was the white privilege down there was so entrenched that they wanted to keep segregation and racism to go on unendingly. Just as right now, Amazon warehouse in Alabama wants non-unionization to go on unendingly. And because recently the National Labor Relations Board has indicated that the vote that was taken at an large Amazon distribution center in Alabama was just fraught with blatantly interfered the union vote that went on down there, and a second election is going to be had. And now I'd like to say that when these unionization things came up, there are companies all across the United States whose sole purpose in life is to go in and to lie, to cheat, to steal, and to do anything they can to prevent a union from going on. They don't play fair, they don't play by the rules, and there's very few consequences for it. But the National Labor Relations Board is sticking up in this time, and there will be a vote soon. And could this, in essence, be, hopefully, the rise of the proletariat, the working man? We saw recently that John Deere that they went on strike. They got what they wanted. Actually, they didn't get what they wanted. They continued on strike now that they got what they wanted. This has all been unfortunately helped because of COVID, the great resignation of everything. And also the real concept that workers united can do much better than workers by themselves as they're trying to negotiate better wages, better working conditions, and a better standard of living. And that's all. That is, let's just say, unions are all for corporations to make money, because if they weren't making money, then, the union workers wouldn't make money. They just don't want them to make as much money. And as we know, and this has been going on since the 70s, the profitability of corporations has gone way, way up. The average working wages for the average American have gone up about this much. The productivity of those working Americans has gone up this much, just a tremendous amount. The rise in wages for the average working person since the early 70s has barely kept up with inflation. And again, that's all they want the corporations to make money. They just don't want them to make quite as much money, to give that money to the average working person. And the whole thing is, will this be a trend? And let's just say, let's hope that the Amazon workers do that. Now Amazon in Europe, they're unionized. Why not in the United States? All right. And let's just put out one thing here right now, is that if there is one thing that is exceptional about the United States corporations, is that greed is at the top of their list. They will do anything to make as much money at the top and to prevent that money flowing down to the average working person. And whether it's Amazon, whether it's Walmart, or any of these other big corporations, they want to relentlessly pursue profits over people. And also let's remember that they are supported 100% by every single Republican in elected office in the United States. And the corporations and the companies that come in to do union busting, they don't play fair. They will be brutal. They will try to deny the average working person a living wage. And let's just hope that the good workers down in Alabama voting for unionization at that Amazon will do that. And let's just hope that this will again be the rise of the proletariat.